If you clicked on this video, you are super lucky because you are going to get access to a private paid 2-hour coaching call recording that I've done for Adonis School, which is Hamza's private community, as you can see right here. And if you don't know who Hamza is, he's a big YouTuber with 2 million subscribers. And on that 2-hour coaching call, I shared how you can make your first $1,000 to $10,000 online and become a successful entrepreneur. And as you can see, the feedback has been amazing. For example, Nikita said that that today's call was super valuable, and they got so much more clarity. Same goes for other students, and I would love to see even more calls like this soon, right? So now you are going to get access to the recording where we'll go through everything, how you can start your school community, how you can start your own online business to make your first $1,000 to $10,000 a month, or how you can scale your existing business. So if you want to watch it, right now you are going to get access to this, and there's chapters and steps in the description, so you can only watch the parts that are available. But the promise that I can make you is that if you watch this video to the end, you will guaranteed make progress towards your goal, and you will be so much closer to making your first dollar online. I know it because so many people already use this to make their first money, which is amazing. And I want to say that at our school, students were amazing. So if you want to consider joining it, you can find the link in the description. This is not an affiliate link. I don't get paid to do this. I just want to share this because the students were so amazing on the call, so supportive, asking great questions. So this is a great place to be. Plus, you can learn so much from Hamza too. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I would highly recommend you to join. But if not, if you can't afford or for some other reason, that's why I'm recording or sharing this video with you. Right now, you will be watching the 2-hour private call recording. And if you watch it to the end, I promise you will get closer to your goals, and you will make your first $1,000 to $10,000 a month, because I've been able to make over $500,000 online at the age of 21 last year. And in this call, I shared everything that you need to focus on right now to make money as fast as possible in the simplest way as possible. So if you're interested, make sure to watch this. And right now, let's get to the call recording, and I hope it's going to help you. Cheers. Cool. So we will wait for maybe like 20 more seconds for people to join, and we are going to get started. So today, what we are going to talk about is how you can make your first $1,000 online if you haven't made any money online yet, which is okay. Or if you already did make your first $1,000, we will talk about how you can make your first $10,000. So that's going to be the main theme of the call. But first, I would like to know, can you guys hear me okay? Is the audio good or not? Okay, awesome. That's great. So I think I needed to make it in a way that people join automatically, because I didn't expect that these many people join. But anyway, a couple of things I want to share with you. So let me share my screen so you can hopefully see it before we start, so you can say, okay, why the fuck I need to listen to this guy, so we can talk about that. So this is a revenue from one of the payment processors last year. So it's about 427,000, and my net profit was 280,000. I've been making more than 10K a month in the past 3 years in a row. Last year, I've scaled one of my businesses to about 50K a month. I've worked with some of the biggest people in the online consulting coaching space that you probably would recognize. Some people are making 500K a month, 1 million a month. And also, I've been able to help beginners to start and grow their YouTube channels, start making their first money with consulting, coaching, school communities. So these are some testimonials that I can show you guys, right? So you can kind of know that, what I'm going to share in this video, in this call, works, basically. So that's about that. And also, if you think that it takes a lot of time to get results, it's not true, because, for example, Samuel, if you know him, a couple of days ago, or weeks ago, I don't remember, we have done just one Zoom call together, and he basically made extra $5,000 and $3,500 sales literally a week later, right? So he made almost like 10K or more after one call. So that's just like one result. Anyway, I think it's enough about the testimonials and stuff. Now, hopefully, you can trust that what I'm going to share with you works. And the main thing that we are going to go over is Hamza's $1,000 roadmap, right? So if you have watched it, if you have watched the video from Hamza that he shared, he talked about how you can make your first 1K and what's the fastest way to do it, right? So we are going to go through that. And plus, I'm going to share with you something that I've prepared that will give you lots of clarity. And my promise is very simple, that by the end of this call, you will know exactly what your constraint, like exactly what you need to do to make your first $1,000, right? So we can get started. So the first thing I want to ask is, if you can guys put in the chat, that would be amazing. Are you right now feeling more overwhelmed or more sad? So what that means? Usually it can be both, but most people are either feeling that there's too many things that they can't do, they're confused, they don't know what content to upload, what to start, what niche to pick, and there are people that just don't know what to do at all, right? So they're sad. So this one kind of feels like sadness, like you're lost, you don't know what to do. The first one is there's too many options, like there's so many things you can start because there are too many options. So which one is it more for you? It can be both, but more. Is it first one? Are you more overwhelmed at the moment or sad? Can you please put in the chat, 1 or 2? Mute everyone, Harut. Okay. Give me a second. Thanks for your time today, Harut. No problem. My pleasure. Mute everyone on the call. Okay, let's see how I'm doing it. Settings. Okay, do you guys know how to do that? If you can put in the chat would be great. But let me first read. $5,000 next week is crazy. More sad, overwhelmed, sad, both, overwhelmed, sad, overwhelmed, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so it's kind of both, I see. Too many options, ADHD. Okay, I think it's both, right? Like half of you said it's sadness, half of you said it's overwhelm. So, okay, so I will just keep in mind that these are the two things. More impatient probably. Okay, got it. So that makes sense. Now I will keep this in mind. The reason I've asked is because I want to know what to focus on a little bit more on on basically helping you to overcome the overwhelm, to make your first 1K or overcome sadness. One quick question before we officially start the presentation. That's going to be very simple and actionable. Did you guys make, if you made your first $1,000 online, can you please put 1 in the chat? And if you didn't make your first $1,000 online yet, please can you put 2 in the chat? So if you did make more than 1K already, just put 1. And if you didn't, which I assume that's what we are doing this call to help you guys, just put 2 so I can kind of see. Okay, so 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, gotcha. So most of you haven't made it. So cool. Already. So yeah, I'm sure that after this call, a lot more of you will say that they will type 1 next time when I ask this. Now, let's get started. How to make your first $1,000 online? You only need 2 things, right? Number 1, it's a product that solves a specific problem for a specific person. And number 2, it's having as many conversations as possible with the people who want to solve the problem. So we will talk about this. Don't say, oh, duh, it's simple. I'm going to break this down in a very simple way so you know exactly how to do. But if you are right now on this call and you haven't made your first $1,000 online, the only way that's possible is that you either don't have a product that solves a specific problem, or you don't have as many conversations as possible, with the people that want to solve that problem, right? Now let's talk about the first one, a product that solves a specific problem. So which one of you has already a product? So you have a school community, you know your niche, you know how you can help people. If you know that, put 1 in the chat, and if you don't know, put 2 in the chat, please. So if you know what your niche was the problem, put 1. And if you don't know, put 2. So, okay, most of you said 1, right? Okay, so you have already a product. Can you please put the guys that have the product, just type in the chat in 1 sentence if you can, what's your product and how do you help people? If you can. So just in like couple of words, couple of sentences, it's really important. Just put, I help young men with low testosterone build muscle, Indian skinny fat to Greek gut, helping young men achieve aesthetic physique. Okay, help skinny fat, okay. I think most of it is the same niche, right? I help young men become more masculine through having the right mindset and making the right decisions. I help high school and university age men increase their productivity to get better grades. I help lonely men to get dates with girls in less than 30 days. Nice. One-on-one help, getting young men, okay. Carnivore, I help my lesson, okay. I help young men increase their testosterone to be strong. Help young men find their purpose. Help young men to overcome procrastination. I help young men improve their understanding of maths and get better math grades. Okay, gotcha. So most of you, it was fitness, right? Fitness, self-improvement, stuff like this. And for some of you, it was a little bit different, which is good. I help young men improve their understanding of maths and get. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for sharing. Now, let me share my screen and let's talk about that. So the first thing, the product. The number one thing that you need to get clear on is who does it help, right? And for most of you, it was clear. So it was young men, it was you help people in their 30s, or different people had different avatars. But the first thing is who do you help, right? It needs to be a specific avatar. And let me explain why this is important, guys. How business works. So as the foundations, you have probably heard this billion times from Hamza, from other guys, from Charlie Morgan or other people, Iman Gadzi, you are watching, is that what is business? Business is basically a vehicle to solve other people's problems, and in exchange of that, they are going to pay you money, right? So this is the foundational parts of what we are going to do here. So we are going to talk about today the product. So you need to have something that solves the problem, and then we are going to talk about how you can sell it so you can make your first $1,000, right? And do it as fast as possible. But all of this was the reason that we are doing this. We are doing this to solve someone else's problem, right? And literally all we do as humans, right? Every single person here on this call, me, Hamza, anyone that you know, your family members, all we do day to day is we are trying to either avoid pain or we are trying to achieve something, achieve some goal, come closer to pleasure, fulfillment, or achieve something. So basically we humans right now, no matter, like if you look at your day, every single action that you do is either you avoid pain, you avoid discomfort. So if you watch a movie, you just avoid being bored, right? And you come closer to entertainment or to education or something. If you go and buy an ice cream or I don't know, go and buy a steak, then you are basically avoiding the problem of being hungry and getting closer to getting the nutrition that you need for your body, right? To survive. So that's all you are doing. So now if you want to become successful, this is one thing for you to remember. Whenever you are lost, right? Because a lot of you, when I asked you in the beginning of the call, are you more lost or overwhelmed? You said both. And for the people that said that they are sad, which means they don't know what to do, this is important. Whenever you feel that you are lost, you don't know what to do, right? Like you are watching Hamza, you are joining these calls, you are in a Adonis school, but you don't know what to do. You need to remember, you need to focus on solving problems. That's the only thing to focus on. So whenever you are lost, you just need to remember, what problem do I need to solve? What's the problem I'm gonna solve, right? And if you spend the whole day and you didn't solve any problem for anyone, then of course you are not going to make money. So that's a very, very good direction for you to always go to. So let's say you want to make a YouTube video, right? Then if you keep in your mind, what problem am I gonna solve? Your YouTube video will be made with the intention of solving a problem, so it will get better, right? If you are trying to understand, okay, should I watch this video or should this training, this course or not, you need to ask yourself, what problem am I solving, right? So it all starts there. Now, that's the foundation, because you need to look at everything else that we are going to talk about today from these lenses, that no matter what you are going to do, it's going to be evolved around solving other people's problems, because that's how you make money. Right? Right here, most of you didn't make your first $1,000. And the only reason of that is because you haven't yet solved someone else's problem, so they were prepared to pay you back. Does it make sense? So, and we all have problems. Like every day, every single one of us, we have problems. We either want to get closer to some goal or we want to avoid discomfort, right? Some of you were helping men to date, right? So your clients want to avoid being lonely and they want to get a girlfriend. So they want to basically get closer to their goal and avoid their problem. That's all. And if you can make that transformation and solve that problem, you will make money, right? That's very, very important. Now, once we understood this, here's, guys, important. Like you will be hearing about this all the time, but now I want to share this so you can remember this. Someone asks, how will we have access to the document you are sharing? Yes, I will share it at the end of the call. If I forget, please remind me, but I will be sharing it. So this is important, guys. Why do you pick a niche? Why do you pick a product? Do you know? Can you please put in the chat? Why do you need to pick a niche? And why do you need to have a product? Like, what is a product? What is a niche? Like, why the fuck you need that to make money? Okay, we all understand that we are going to solve someone else's problem to make money, right? Like this microphone solves my problem that I want to have a quality audio, and that's why I paid them money, and they gave me this product, right? These headphones, the same, this computer, everything. People solve each other's problems and they pay each other. That's how the economy works, right? We understand that. But why do you need to pick a niche? Why? Like, why do you need a product? Why you can't go and help everyone? What's the reason? Let me read. To solve a specific pain. If you try to reach everyone, you end up reaching no one. Very good, David. Because I experienced the problem and I know how painful it is. Amazing, Jesus. To get better and more specific in a niche. So you can find people that can be helped by you. The man who chases two rabbits catches none. Awesome. Caleb, to become a specialist is solving a specific problem. To solve a specific problem, pain. You won't be a master of anything. You can't fix every problem. Very good, Saim. So you can only solve problems you are good at solving. Yeah, so most of you touched on it, which is like what you shared was true. But one more way to look at this would be because you cannot solve every single problem. That's the simple, boring answer. Right? The only reason, guys, this is important, because like if you understand it, it becomes so much easier to do this. The only reason that you pick a niche and you have a product is because you cannot solve every single problem. Like you cannot go and do brain surgery and someone paid you 100K and next day you go and do coaching for a donor school and then the next day you become a barber and next day you sell drugs or don't do that. Or the next day, you can't like go around and solve all the problems. Right? Oh, what do you need help with? Oh, I don't have a girlfriend. Cool. I will get you one. Boom. Here you go. Right? Oh, what's your problem? I don't know how to get clients. But like you can't. It's not possible. You are not superhuman. You are not God. So you can't. David said, watch me. Okay. Like except David, right? We normal humans, we can't do that. So if you are not David, you can't do that. Right? That's why you need to pick a specific problem and specific niche. Not because that's necessary to make money. No. Like if you could, any problem you could solve, people would pay you money. But because we are humans, we are limited in time, in money, in resources, then obviously we need to pick something. Again, this is important, guys, because you can solve, no matter what problem you solve, if it's painful enough, people will pay you money. That's it. But now, everyone here, why we are going to pick a product? Some of you have already, some of you are going to improve it, some of you are yet to create it. The only reason you are going to have it is because you will be able to actually solve it, right? That's the only reason. So when you understand it, you understand, okay, cool. So like it kind of makes everything more, chill. You know that no matter what problem you solve, you will make money. So you just like have the privilege to pick what problem you are going to solve. So that's all you are doing, right? Now, why do you pick a niche, right? What is a niche? To solve a specific problem. Let's say you go and you solve a problem for people to get fit in the gym, right? Or someone to lose weight or something. If you solve someone else's problem, you will learn some patterns. This is important. You will learn some patterns of what they are struggling with and how you can help them. So the next time when another person needs help about the same thing, it is easier for you to help them. So you are basically getting better at solving one specific problem. So that's why you pick a niche. Got it? So if you just help people to grow their Instagram accounts to get more clients, or you help people to optimize their website to make more sales, or you help people to prepare to run for marathons, or whatever you help people with, when you pick a niche and you help one person, then all of that knowledge and experience and testimonials and all of that remains with you. So next time it's easier for you operationally to help another person that is similar to them. And that's why you pick a niche. Does it make sense, guys? If yes, please put yes in the chat. If it doesn't make sense, put no. And be honest, if this is bullshit, put no so I can get the feedback, what I need to explain better, right? Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So that's why you're picking a niche, right? This is really important. So from now on, you will understand it, right? Or if you already knew it, now you will understand it hopefully better. That's why you are picking a niche. Awesome. Now, why do you need to pick a product? What is a product, right? When you pick the niche and you focus on a specific problem, then you need to solve it somehow, right? You can't just say, oh, I will solve your problem and then just people are going to believe you. You need to have a specific product, specific mechanism that will help you to make a transformation. And here's the thing, probably one of the most important things, product equals solution. Yes. So one of the most important things is for you to make money, you are not going to sell a product. You are going to sell an end result or a transformation. Write this down. If you're writing notes, You are not going to sell a product. If you want to make money, don't sell a product. Don't sell your time. You don't sell one-on-one mentorship. Don't sell. You are selling an end result. So if someone wants to get a girlfriend, you don't sell them that you have a community about how to get a girlfriend. You don't sell that. You sell the thing that they are going to get a girlfriend. Does it make sense? Yes or no? Put yes in the chat if yes, no if no. David says sell the destination. Exactly. On this call, guys, I'm not going to tell you that you are going to learn the 5 steps on my document. You don't give a fuck about that. You want to make your first $1,000 online. So I'm going to focus on that. So if you are on this call, if you stick to the end, and by the end of the call, I'm going to give you an actionable plan that is very simple to implement, you are going to go and do that, and you are going to make $1,000. And that's why you're here, right? Not to spend time here for 1 hour. Same for your clients. Yes. Let's go, baby. Awesome. Thank you for the activity, guys, and the answers. So that's what you are going to sell. This is really important. So again, a quick recap. What we talked about. How you make money. How you make that damn $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million. How do you make money? By solving problems, right? When you solve a problem, people pay you money. I see. For example, you guys have headphones, or like you have what else do you have? Let me see. Let's see, just to make it a fun example. Elia, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, you have a hat, right? The only reason that you have that hat is because it solves a problem. The only way. It gives you some status, it keeps you like cold from the sun, or it's just fashion, or you just like it, right? It solves a problem. That's why you have it, right? Every single thing just pay attention. Every single thing that you buy is because that solves your problem. Every single thing, right? No matter what it is. If someone goes and buys a Louis Vuitton thing, it's because they want to solve a problem of not having as much status as they want, for example. And to solve that problem, they are going to go and buy that. Right? When you watch a course, you have a problem that you are trying to solve. When you join a donor school, there's a problem you are trying to solve. So everything, literally, from pen to coaching programs to communities, anything, it's problems. Okay, we understand that. Now, why you can't solve every single person is because we are humans and because we are not David, right? We need to focus on just one problem, on just one thing. And because of that, because we are limited in our resources, that's the only way. As humans, we are limited, and we need to only focus on one problem. So when we focus on one problem to solve, we need to therefore, we are picking a niche, right? Because if you are solving a problem of helping people to get fit, then you need to stick with that problem, right? Which means there is a niche, there's a group of people, that's what niche is, that have similar things, common things, right? So people that are that need help going to the gym or getting fit, that's a specific group of people, therefore it's a niche, right? Now, to make your first $1,000 or more, to make that money, then the only way that you can do that is if you sell them the end result and transformation. So when you found the niche, when you go into that person and you say, I can help you to make money, I can help you, let me read some of your niches that you had. I help you with procrastination, right? I help you to last longer in bed. I help you men find purpose. Awesome. So let's say the niche is to help men to find purpose in their life, right? Young men in their 20s find their purpose, for example. If that's your niche, you don't go and you start selling, I have a school community, I have a one-on-one coaching, no one cares. You go to that person and say, do you have a purpose? They say no. You say, okay, why is that? Right? Why you don't have a purpose? Can you tell me? Why do you want to have a purpose? Oh, I want to have a purpose because, what's the meaning of life? Am I here to just make money and just to die, right? No, okay, but most people don't care about that. Most people just want to make money and do this. Why do you want to have purpose? Oh, I've been thinking about it since childhood. It's really important for me. I think that I am a Muslim or Christian, or I'm just a spiritual guy. I think that's really important. My parents raised me that way, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So, but why are you struggling to find your purpose though? right? Oh, it's like, it's hard. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why I'm here. I'm like, one day I'm doing this and I feel good, and then the next day I'm distracting, and the next day I'm chasing girls. The next day, like, I don't know. I'm feeling lost, right? And then you walk them through their problem, right? And then at the end of it, when you see this person is struggling, you tell them, okay, so what would help you to find your purpose? What do you think? Oh, like if there was someone that could, I don't know, share how they found their purpose, like how they did it, can support me in my way, keep me accountable so I don't get off the path, I think it would help me, right? You say, oh, cool. So that's exactly who I help, by the way. I help young men in their 20s to find their purpose, right? Oh, really? Can you tell me more about it? Yeah, sure. So would you like me to talk about it? Yes, please do. And then you talk about how what you have is going to help someone to get to their result, right? And if you do that, if you start selling, this is probably the number one mistake. People either don't have a specific niche, specific problem that they are solving, or they have it, but they go and sell their product and no one cares. You don't go and, exactly as someone said in the chat, you sell the destination, right? You don't say, hey, like if you want to go to Maldives, you need to go to the airport, wait there, go in the plane, sit next to someone that like smells bad, and then wait there for 10 hours, and then go off, and then your luggage is late, and then you are tired, and time zones changed, and you need to spend money. No, you say Maldives. Oh, like weather, chill, spirituality. You can do nothing. You can have fun, right? You can, I don't know, you can take pictures to post on your Instagram. You talk about that shit. And after that, once people have it, then you walk them through the process, right? I help young men to beat fear, overthinking, and procrastination so they can become an action takers. Too big niche. I don't know how to shorten it now. Vlad, let me quickly respond to this. We are going to do a Q&A by the end of this, guys, so don't worry. But I will just answer this one because I think it will be relevant for others, then we will continue. So how you niche it more down is there are mainly these criteria. First of them is demographics. So how old someone is, what's their age, which is the same thing, what's their sex, basically, right? Man, female, and 29 billion other sexes that are out there nowadays in first world countries, and where they live, right? What's their profession? And I think that these are the main things. So let's say if you help, what was the question? Let's say you help men to beat fear, right? Now, how to make it more specific is you implement either a place where they live, so you literally help like American men or people from Europe or Asian men or whatever it is, right? You help any specific like race or country, right? Or you help specific age, right? For example, you say, I help men in their 20s to beat fear, right? Or I help men specifically from 18 to 25. So imagine how much more niche it becomes. Like you only help people from 18 to 25 years old, right? Because they are kind of in that similar phase in life. So to become action takers, to avoid procrastination and become an action taker, right? Now, how you can make this a little bit more specific is by breaking it down to what procrastination actually means. So because when you say procrastination, what that is, like, and what the procrastination is going to help them to do. So now you see, procrastination is the process. What we talked about is you want to sell someone the end result, the transformation, right? So people don't really want to overcome procrastination. That's not there. Like, I've never woke up and said, today I'm gonna beat procrastination, right? No, you wake up and say, oh, I want to make 20 grand to buy this Mercedes. Oh, I want to make 10K a month, my first 1K to help my parents financially, or to never work a 9-to-5 job, or to quit my job, or to retire my parents, or to go and move out and live on my own, right? Or to be able to afford simple things like. So you have a result and goal that you want to accomplish, and let's say procrastination can stay between that goal. And when you solve this, you can help people to get there. So by saying, hey, I help men with procrastination, it doesn't show them what result that they are going to get. So procrastination is the vehicle, not the end result. So instead, what I would do if I were you, Vlad, I would give them I would show them what they are going to get, and procrastination, overcoming procrastination and taking action is the vehicle to help them to get there. So let me explain what I mean. So if you help men to procrastination, let me think of a niche that would make sense in this example. By the way, for these things, you can use ChatGPT, guys, because it thinks 100 times faster than any human. If you go to ChatGPT, say, I want to help someone to avoid procrastination, therefore they achieve an end result, give me 100 end results that they can achieve. As a result, it will give you 100 end results, right? chat.openai.com, it's free, you can sign up for free. Let's do it together, by the way. Why not? So I can come up with some shit thing myself, but I wanted to do it together with ChatGPT. Let me show it, how you can use it in these situations, literally to make the point. And by the way, guys, if this wasn't something that you could all apply, I wouldn't be spending this much time. So this is really important. Like maybe right now you will look at your own offer and you would realize that what you are selling is also a process. It's not an outcome, right? Like you help people go to the gym. That's not an outcome. People want to get fit. So getting fit and going to the gym is your process, right? But let's do it together. Let me quickly share my screen and do this. So let's say I say I want to solve the problem of procrastination for young men in their 20s, for example, right? Give me 100 end results that they would accomplish as a result of beating procrastination. Okay. So my version is paid, but if you just change this to free, it will also work. So don't worry about that one. So graduating from college with honors. Okay. Securing a dream job or internship. Starting and growing a successful business. All of this, by the way, guys, can work. Achieving physical fitness goals. Learning a new language fluently. Traveling to multiple countries. Developing a strong personal brand online. Building a professional network. Completing a marathon. All of these, guys, are separate niches. So you see how much different it is? Like how much different it is to help someone to beat procrastination and start taking action so they can actually get their dream job, and how much different it is so they can publish a book. You see, guys, how much different it is? Like if you say, I want to help you get procrastination. This person wants to beat procrastination because they want to publish a book and they procrastinate, and another person wants to start their online business, and another person wants to run a marathon but they procrastinate on that, another person wants to start uploading YouTube videos and they can't do it because they procrastinate, another person wants to manage or reduce their debt, start a LinkedIn profile, develop their negotiation skills. This was a little bit more vague, so I don't like that. Passion, right? How you can avoid procrastination so you can actually start, find your passion, right? If you don't have passion and you're procrastinating on finding it because you know it's going to be a long journey, whatever. But some of these that I really like is like get a dream job. Grow a successful business, start making YouTube videos, run a marathon, publish a book, learn how to play a musical instrument. Wonderful niche. If you guys play a musical instrument, you can help someone else that is procrastinating on starting how to learn to play it to do this. And that's so much different than how to help them to get their first dream job or whatever, right? So one more quick thing, by the way, that you can use ChatGPT for is you can let's say you can learn a new language fluently, right? A lot of you have, not a lot of you, but some of you for sure know second language, right? So if you know second language, you can help someone to beat procrastination to start learning that second language, right? Because you have maybe learned it yourself. So that's another niche. But let's say you liked any of these ideas, you can copy it and you can say, ChatGPT, give me 100 more ideas about this, right? So you can say 100 more like this, and you can give it feed it back the top several ones that you liked, right? So let's say this, whatever, right? And then boom, you ask it, and then it will give you 100 more like this. And like if you literally spend 10 minutes, you will become, it will give even more ideas on how you can niche down even more. So that's how you can do it. But basically, for you, Vlad, the question was how you can niche it more down. You think about either demographics, so you make it 18 to 25-year-old man, right? And then you make sure that what you are selling them is you do not tell them helping a procrastination, but you sell them an end result, and beating procrastination is the way for them to achieve it. So let's say you help someone to avoid procrastination, so they start making YouTube videos, for example. So then you don't target people that want to avoid procrastination, but you say, hey, do you want to grow your YouTube channel? Start uploading, but you procrastinate. So procrastination becomes the second thing, the vehicle, the way that you are going to get there, right? Then you can join my community. Then message me the word like success or how or yes, and I will let's talk on how I can help you, right? Etc, etc, etc. And then you have a way more specific niche because you know what end result you are getting them. Who do you get this end result for? 18 to 25-year-old men that want to run a marathon, but they procrastinate to start training so they can actually do it. They've wanted to do it for a long time, but they can't start, right? Boom. You target these people, say, hey, are you 18 to 25-year-old that wants to run a marathon, but you procrastinate, blah, blah. And then you're going to sell them on that. So that's how you basically make it more niche. Okay, I see more questions here. Cool. I see some compliments too. Thank you, guys. Blue pill answers usually. Okay. Infinite money hack. Nice. Cool. So I will respond to all the questions by the end of the call, guys. We are going to. Do you want me to strongest track in the gym, but you have low testosterone? Exactly. So you don't help someone to increase their testosterone. You say, oh, I help you to increase your testosterone. Who wants to increase their testosterone? No, they want to achieve a result. Hey, do you want to get better in bed? Do you want to increase your do you want to get fit, basically, right? And to do that, or whatever end result, increasing their testosterone will benefit. Do you want to live longer? Do you want to feel better, more energized every day? Do you want to whatever it is? So that, and then, if yes, the way to get there is to increase their testosterone. And that's why I developed this free step plan that will help you to get there. And you can look at Bob, that was one of my clients, and I've done this, etc., etc. So that's a process that you walk them through. Do you want to finally get for GPA, but your productivity is fucking shit? Yes, very good. Do you want to finally hold a conversation in Japanese but struggle to create sentences? Amazing. So end result, transformation, right? You focus on transformation. Your YouTube videos needs to be about transformation. Your community needs to be about transformation. Your Instagram, wherever you talk about your stuff or are going to talk about your stuff, you talk about the end result. Not about all the painful things no one wants to beat procrastination, right? It's hard. They want to get to an end result, right? So that's a little bit about the niching down process. Now, we have covered this enough, I think, about the product, and we have talked about how to make this more specific, right? But if we come back to talk about what you needed to make your first $1,000, coming back to this. It's a product that solves a specific problem. We talked about why it needs to be specific, how to make it specific, how to use ChatGPT for that, what is the problem, why you need to sell a transformation, and all of this stuff, right? Now, general recommendation is you need to answer who does it help. So if there's a checklist, this is it. Who does it help? 18 to 25-year-old Christian man, a woman in their 50s, right? I don't know, Muslim man. Who does it help, and what problem does it solve? What end result, what transformation they are going to get? After this, a general recommendation, if you don't know where to start, this is for everyone. A lot of you put in the chat, you already had the initial good ideas. For everyone else, if you don't know where to start, you need to pick someone you'd help for free, or you can add the most value to. So think about this. Who you could help for free? Like, were there any situations that you helped someone from the school for free? Were there a situation where you helped someone in your personal life, like with their diet, you gave them advice on how to date better, how to sleep more properly, how to grow their YouTube channel, how to be more confident, right? There are so many other ideas, guys. Like, it can playing a musical instrument, right? Anything, basically, that you help other people with. If you have noticed a theme of that in your life, that's already a good sign, right? And then who you can add the most value to, right? So if you would help someone for free, but you can't add value to them, it doesn't really make sense, right? Like I would help someone for free to, what fun example can I give you? Who would I help for free? I would help someone for free to follow me to follow my Instagram. Like if someone wants to follow me on Instagram, I would help them for free. I can show them for free how to follow my Instagram. This is a stupid example, right? But it doesn't add them value, right? So whatever you are going to do, it needs to be someone that you can help for free and it would help them value. For example, this call, guys. I'm doing this for free, right? So I have a lot of things to spend my time on, but I'm doing this for free, like for a donor school, right? Because I have looked up to this community. Hamza also helped me a lot. So that's why I'm doing this. So this is people that I can help through, like, based on all the results that I've got, all the experience that I've had of helping people, entrepreneurs, to make their first money, to scale their business and stuff. And also, I like helping them for free. So I can add them value and I can help them for free. So if you would help someone to go to the gym and get fit, because when you're in the gym, you give that advice anyway, right? And you can add value to them, like generally it's helpful. This is a good direction for you to go to, right? So this is about the product. So generally, guys, like, you don't have to have this perfect to get started. No one really does. Like if you have been in donor school, probably you have seen how many times it changed, and it's natural, right? It's this thing, or it's for self-improvement, then it's for dating, and in entrepreneurship, now it's about making money. Like, that's natural, right? When I first started, my first business that I've started, guys, and I'm from Armenia, where the average salary is like about $500 a month. And like few years ago, I'm 21 now. Few years ago, I was making just $4 a month, which was just $1 a week. That was literally, I was always full-time, making some memes for an influencer, and he was paying me $1 a week, literally. So I went from making $4 a month, from making memes 4 years ago, then starting faceless YouTube channels, making a few $100,000 with that. A long story short, won't talk about it, it will take a lot of time. After that, I've started helping people to start their faceless YouTube channels, to do exactly what I've done. After that, I've started helping people to grow their personal brand. After that, I've started helping people because I've grown my personal brand while teaching people to how to grow their faceless channels. After that, I've helped people to grow their coaching business through their personal brand, because once I grew my personal brand, I grew my coaching business. So while I was growing my coaching business, I've learned how to sell high ticket. Once I learned how to sell high ticket, I also helped people to teach them how to sell high ticket. So there were people that were selling high ticket, started selling high ticket. Then through that process, because people wanted to sell high ticket, a lot of them wanted to grow it on YouTube. So I started helping some people to grow their YouTube channels and sell high ticket. So then it's saturated. So why I'm saying this, I didn't 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I didn't say, oh yeah, in 4 years, I'm going to help this specific person. I'm going to help people to grow their audience online and to scale their business with high ticket, right? I didn't know that. I had no clue, right? I was making some memes. That's where I started, right? So your first product doesn't have to be perfect. And here's the thing. You can make $1,000 with any product that actually solves a problem. So if there are people that actually want their problem solved, and you talk about the transformation, how you are going to solve that problem, and you talk to enough people, you will make more than $1,000. This is my promise. So if you already have a general idea on who you are going to help, you shouldn't try to worry about this too much, right? Can you let me know in the chat, guys? Put one if you already have some vague idea, or maybe even specific idea about your product or niche or community or consulting or coaching or offer or transformation, and like you're procrastinating, you're not doing something about it, and put 2 if you already started taking enough action on this. So put 1 in the chat if you feel that like you're procrastinating, and put 2 in the chat that if you already started taking action, like you don't want to make it perfect, you have it ready, and you already started doing something about it. So 2 if that, and okay, 2. So 1, 2, 2. Okay, so most of you said 2. Awesome. So for anyone that hasn't started doing this yet, please follow the example of most people from the chat and do this. So if you already have the general idea, you shouldn't sit there and say, okay, is it 18 to 25-year-old man, or is it 18 to 30? Like, what if I make it 18 to 25 and someone is 27 years old and I can't help them, right? Don't worry about it. Like, you don't need that to make. Just pick. It can be, if you say 18 to 30-year-old men, your benefit is that you have a wider market. If you say 18 to 25-year-old, then you will have higher conversion. Like, what this means? This means, like, if I'm a 24-year-old, I'm 21. So let's say I'm looking at the offer that says 18 to 25. If I'm 21, I see the offer and everything is the same, and I see someone else saying 18 to 30, I'm more likely to go with this because it's more specific. So this will increase conversion. 18 to 30 will make the market a little bit broader. So in both cases, it's enough for you to make millions of dollars, not even 1,000. So that's why you don't have to worry about this. You just need to pick for getting started, and after picking, most of your energy needs to be focused on taking action. The faster you launch your product, the faster you get the feedback to improve it. Absolutely, David. I love it. And by the way, good job, guys. I see you are responding to each other. We are helping each other in the chat, which is awesome. So well done. That's really amazing. That's a great culture that you have here, where you help each other. That's really cool. Awesome. Now, talking about the next one, the conversations. But before we dive deep into it, like this part is probably going to be the most valuable part here, which will help you to make your, like, exactly you will know what to do to make your first $1,000 or more. But before we dive deep into this, did you get, guys, even a little bit more clarity on the product side? If yes, please put yes. If no, please put no in the chat. So if you understood the transformation a little bit better, the end result, how you need to take more action. If you were already doing these things, you got reinforced that now you just need to keep doing this, right? Any of this, if it was helpful, like you kind of have better understanding, okay, product, I get it. It's not perfect, right? I might not know it exactly, but like it's clear enough. Now I need to do it. Please put yes. Okay. Yep, yes. ChatGPT was key. Yes. Reinforce. Yes. Thank you, bro. Yes. Awesome. I appreciate you, everyone, answering in the chat. Great. So now let's dive deep into the second part of the equation, which with more clarity. Awesome. So, which is going to help you to make your first $1,000. Because guess what? If you have your product and you have done all of this work, but no one knows that you can solve their problem, you still made zero progress. You still made no money. Like you can have the best product, the best program, the best niche, the best statement in the world, but if no one knows that you exist, you won't make money, right? So that's the name of the game. I think the marketing is a main constraint for a lot of people. Exactly. That's why we are going to talk about this right now. Yes, that's the constraint right now. Yes, it is. Awesome. Good, guys. So that's what we are going to talk about now. Now, so step number 2, after you have your product, conversations. So if you can keep this in mind, a lot of people, Hamza talks about content. I talk about content all the time too. Some people talk about cold DM. Some people talk about YouTube videos. Some people talk about this, right? At the end of the day, the number one thing that you want to optimize for is conversations, right? So don't worry, you don't have to read all of this. We are going to go through this, but just listen to this right now. The only thing that is in direct proportion of you making your first $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 online right now is conversations. So the more conversations, this is common sense, but I guarantee most of you are not doing it because I haven't been doing it most of the time when I wasn't making money, and I still sometimes don't do that, which is crazy. The more conversations you will have with people that want you to solve their problem, the more money you will make, period. The more conversations you have with your avatar, whose problem you are trying to solve, the more money you will make. Conversations means marketing? No. Marketing can give you conversations, but conversation isn't the same thing as marketing. What is a conversation? Conversation is a good question, Ashraf. Conversation is a communication between humans. So right now, it is a conversation. It's more of one-to-many. So it's more of I'm speaking most of the time, and you guys are giving me feedback in the chat, because if right now we all start speaking, it will be a mess, right? So what is a conversation? It's one person communicating to another person and another person communicating back. So school DMs is a conversation. Instagram DM is a conversation. Calendly call is a conversation. You commented under someone else's post and they responded to you, there's a conversation. So when you talk to someone, when you message someone, no matter what medium you use, where there's an exchange of information between two people, that's a conversation. So if you make lots of content, but it doesn't lead to conversations, you will make zero money with high ticket. Let me explain. Let's say you have a YouTube channel. This is key, guys. This is really important. If you have a YouTube channel and you post, or if you have an Instagram, or whatever medium you are using to advertise, to let people know that you exist, right? To make content, no matter what you are doing. If people cannot book a call with you after watching that video and cannot message you in an easy way on Instagram, school, or wherever, that doesn't mean anything. That is not going to help you to make high ticket sales. Let me explain why. You might say, Harut, I have a school page. How many of you already have a school community and school about page? Can you put yes in the chat if you have it and no if you don't have it? Yes, and yes if you have it, no if you don't have it. Cool. A lot of you already have some people said no, most of you said yes. So for the people that have a school community already, the fastest way, if you follow the 1K roadmap from Hamza that he posted, is you are going to start selling a high ticket thing, not low ticket. Right? So for you to start selling a high ticket thing, who wants to sell high ticket? Just put yes if you want to start selling high ticket. Put no if you want to only sell low ticket and you want to stay broke. put no. Because I've done both, right? I've been on calls where someone paid me $15,000, one client. And that was the easiest client to deliver for. And I've had several cases of that happening, right? And imagine if I sold $20 thing or $50 thing or $100 thing. I needed to sell like 150 of them, which is way, way harder, right? So most of you said yes. Awesome. So if you have a school about page, there's two scenarios. If you are going to sell low ticket, then stop. If you are going to sell high ticket, you either change the price and you put there $9.99 because that's what school allows you right now to do. But if you have it there, let's be realistic, no one is going to buy it before talking to you. Not no one, sorry. Most people aren't going to buy it from you, even if you have the price there. So even right now, a lot of you might think, oh, I have my YouTube videos and I have my school about page, people go there. But if people go to your about page and they still can't talk to you and you have just their price, you don't make money. Like it doesn't work. You made a YouTube video, you got 500 views, people went to your page, they saw $9.99, no one bought. That's probably something that happens to some of you, right? Or you don't have the price there, but it's private community, which means, or it's a free community, which means people are going to apply to join, and still when they get in, what they are going to have to do? Conversation. They are going to either need to DM you or jump on a call with you to buy your high ticket thing. That's how high ticket works, guys. To make high ticket sales, you need conversations. So why I said this example about school? Because a lot of you think that, or some of you, not a lot of you, might think that if you just have a school about page, that's it. No. Your school about page is a way to still make people take action. Book a call with you, join your community, buy your shit, whatever it is, it's still not a conversation. Right? It is more of a VSL. It's a video sales letter. It's a place for people to know about what you do. So if you want to have conversations, the only way is at the top of the funnel, which means the people that don't know you. You post content, let's say. So you post YouTube videos, Instagram Reels, TikToks, X, Twitter, school. So you DM people, you do shit that lets people know about you. After that, you need to have a conversation conversion mechanism. So you need to have a easy way for people to go from here to talk to you. So if it's a free community, so you send from content to free community, and in your free community you DM people, awesome. That leads you to having people conversations. So you can put content, you can say, I have a free community, people join your free community, inside there you have a DMs, right? That can work. If you have a YouTube video and there you send people to your private community on school, which is closed, it's not free, and you have a VSL there, and then you tell people that they can book a call with you, yes, that will lead you to booking a call, and you will be able to talk to people. Right? Another way, you post content, you just have your Calendly link directly in the description. How many guys have the Calendly link? Can you put yes in the chat if you have a Calendly link already? And no if you don't have it already, so I can see what's the ratio of people. So put yes if you already have a link where someone can click and they can put it. Awesome. Yes, no. So for people that don't have it, I recommend it if you plan to jump on calls. But for the people that do have it, you just put that Calendly page in all of your social media. in your YouTube description link, everywhere else that you want, right? For people to book calls. So that's a way for you to have conversations. If you don't want to do the sales calls, which I don't recommend for you to not do that, every single person that joined this call, if you guys are here, that means that you can do sales calls. I guarantee you. For most of you, I see your cameras are turned on, so it's not a problem for you. For some of you, if you are shy or something, for you guys, it is okay if you even make sales calls without showing yourself. I've closed $1,000 deals on Zoom when no one could see me, right? So you can still do that. So if you have a calendar link, that's also a conversation. But why I'm saying all of these things, we got a little bit too tactical. The number one thing that will determine how fast you will make money is the number of the conversations that you will have with your ideal avatar. So if you leave this call and you go and watch Alex Hormozi video or Hamza video or Harut or Charlie Morgan, or you go and, I don't know what you do, go to the gym. No matter what you do, that is not having more conversations with people or doing something that will get you more conversations. It's a waste of time if you already have a product. Does it make sense, guys? If yes, please put yes in the chat. If not, put no. The number one thing, like how cool is this? Now you know what you want. You don't necessarily need more views. Like right now, if you already have 100 followers on Instagram, you would rather DM these 100 people and have 100 conversations than make more content that will lead to nothing. Unless you make a call to action in your content to have conversations. Right? So I highly recommend you to do content. That's the best way to get books, to get people, to get calls booked, and to have people to join your community, to DM you or whatever, or DM you on Instagram. That's the best way. But the number one determining factor is conversations. Right? So one quick question. How many of you have spent at least, and please be honest, at least 2 hours today, yesterday, the day before, let's say last week, this week, how many of you spent 2 hours every single day in the past 2 days trying to have conversations with your ideal avatar? So going and messaging people in your IG DMs, booking calls with people, joining school communities, DMing them, making a content, while making the content having in your mind that you are doing it to get conversations, not just for the sake of making content. How many of you? Please, if you did, put yes, and if you no, put no. Not me, 0, 0, 0, 0, no. I have. Nice. Just one yesterday. Awesome. First of all, thank you so much for the transparency, guys. I really appreciate everyone that said no, and you, like that was Drew Santos, Jesus, Kepper, Ashraf, Sahim, Anthony, Elia, Alex, if I'm mispronouncing, sorry guys, Marton, Saumya, Nikhil, Jalki, Christian or Christian, Yannick, Fame, Nikita, Koa, George, Fabian, Tomek, Luke, Saim, Rick, Jojo, okay, or Yo-Yo, I don't know. But I appreciate the transparency, guys. So if you can take this one thing from this call, and now we will get a little bit more tactical too, don't worry. If you just take one thing from this call, you just need to pick a niche, you need to make it specific, you need to focus on the transformation, and number two, you need to, the only thing that you are tracking every day is how many conversations you have with the right avatar. Now, this is important. Inside this conversation, this might get a little bit more complicated, but please guys, stick with me. I promise it's gonna make sense. You need two things, a quantity metric and quality metric. Now, here's what I mean. If you have, if from this, after this call, you have, in the next week, you have 100 conversations and you start spending 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day on DMing people, on making your YouTube video and encouraging people to DM you on Instagram so you have conversations, or looking at any audience, anyone that you know that you can reach out to have more conversations, or anything that you can do. Before doing that, you need to understand that, of course, there is a quality metric out there, which is who do you have the conversations with? So if you help young Christian men or young Muslim men to overcome porn addiction, and you right now after this call say, oh cool, conversations, and you start going DM your mom, you won't make a sale, right? So quality metric is important, which means who you, who you talk to, right? Sorry if it was too personal, guys. Yeah, I didn't mean it, but the quality metric is important. Who do you talk to? If you go and message your, like, I don't know, 50-year-old woman and you help men to get fit, doesn't make sense. So again, the quality metric is how many conversations with your ideal avatar. So if you jump from this call and you start messaging random people and etc., it doesn't count. What counts is the right person that you know, okay, this person clearly wants to get to the gym, that's what I help them with, okay, awesome. That's when you know it's the right person. Maximizing that will guaranteed get you to 1K, 10K, even more. Will guaranteed. If you jump out, if after this call, 15-year-old woman sounds cool. Yeah, I meant 50-year-old, but yeah. So anyway, now, basically, if we wrap this up, right? When you have a product, the only thing that you need to focus on, if you follow the 1K roadmap, is the number of the conversations that you can have. So if you woke up and it's the time to work, that's the only thing that you need to track every day. And if you can take one tactical tip besides the ChatGPT, besides this, and you can write this down, is this. I promise you, if you start tracking from today how many quality conversations you had with your ideal avatar, in a sheet, in your notes, and in a physical piece of paper, wherever you can, if you start doing it from today, I promise, in 30 days, you would make your first $1,000 for most of you. Now it depends how hard you work, how clear is your niche, all of this stuff. But I promise, this is a big claim I'm making, guys. If you start tracking and not bullshitting yourself, how many real conversations you have every day with your ideal avatar, by the end of the 30 days, you will make your first $1,000. Use Google Sheets to create a KPI. Exactly. So literally you wake up, and if it's not on your phone, why you are doing this? Let me quickly explain. Why do you guys think you need to do this? Can you put in the chat? Why you need to do this? By the way, guys, this call was supposed to be 1 hour, so I have about maybe 30 more minutes. So do you want us to continue, or do you want to stop? Please let me in the chat so we can know. Is it okay to continue, first of all? I'm not sure. I think Danish is here too, so if you can let us know in the chat. And you guys, do you want this? If yes, please yes. If no, then we can just wrap this up. I have about 30 minutes. We are going to have another meeting. But yeah, I got a little bit too excited. It took a little bit longer, so... Yes, keep going, yes. For sure, continue, yes, continue. Awesome. Great, guys. Then, if that's okay, if you want that, we will do that, no problem. Okay, but the question was also, why do you guys think we need to track every day? Can you please put it in the chat? Thomas, Yaroslav, Sylvia, Dennis, Vlad, Ivan. Be active, guys. Put in the chat. Yannick, Matt, Saim, Fabian, Toby, Sayoma, Williams, Luca, Yo-Yo, Jojo, Alex, Danish, you too, brother, Kes Blaines, Omar, Rick, if you want to, of course, guys, David, Emmanuel, Walaito, Rick, Santos, Test Zero, Ayub, Luke, Finn, Polk, Fame, Kepper, Martin, Ashraf, Christian or Christian Tomek, Josh, Anthony, AG, Jelk Santos, Jesus, Nikita, Nikhil or Nikhil Jackson, Saim, Koa, Elia, and Ismail. Yeah, let me know in the... Sorry if I mispronounced any names. Let me know in the chat, guys. Why do you think if you track every day, you will make your first $1,000? Why? Again, if you don't take action, if you just wake up and put 0, next day 0, next day 0, and say, I tracked, where's my money? You won't make money, guys. But why this will increase the chances of... In my experience, it will probably 10x the chances of you making money. So let's see your answers. You can improve by 1% every day. For reflection against bullshitting oneself. Awesome. Measurability and testing sales tactics. To ensure the process is going to be respected. To understand the ideal avatar more and try to fix their pain as fast as possible. Accountability to have big picture of the growth. Accountability so you find a pattern between conversation and sales. For experience with your dream customer. Accountability just having more chances. Compounding effect, conversion rate to find out the pattern of problem what they are going through. You will see how little you are doing at work more. Love it, Jackson. Volume negates love it. So all of this was, most of this, okay, 99% of this was correct. The the one way also to say this, which is similar to what you guys said, is what doesn't get measured doesn't get improved. What doesn't get measured doesn't get improved. You can also write this down, Sour, if you want to. And I can tell you from my experience. Last year, we were making 10K a month with one of my coaching businesses for like 2-3 months in a row, and we wanted to scale to 30K a month, 40K a month, 50K a month, and we were plateaued, right? And we couldn't do that. And one of the main things that helped us to grow, was starting tracking the amount of calls that we booked. So before that, I wasn't tracking how many sales calls I'm booking, right? We're booking that with Instagram. We have grown our Instagram last year. So I wasn't doing that. But once I started measuring that every day, and I said, oh, today I booked 2 calls. Today I booked 5 calls. Today I booked 10 calls. Next day I booked 0 calls, 1 call, 2 calls, 3 calls. I noticed why I'm not making any progress. What am I not doing that is not booking calls? This is a good question. What's the number one thing that if I focus on, it will make everything else easier or unnecessary to book the calls? So what is the 20-80 principle? What is the one thing that if I do, posting that YouTube video that does the CTA to book calls with you, being active in school communities, DMing people on Instagram, whatever, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever traffic source you are using, right? What's that one thing that if you do that, will book you the most amount of your calls, right? I focused on that, right? Which in our case was, funnily enough, call to actions on our Instagram, in that case to talk to us. So I was posting Instagram stories. I was growing my audience and saying, hey, if you want to achieve this transformation, this result, DM me this word and let's talk. They were DMing me. And the more I was doing it and the more people were DMing me and the more time I was spending on talking to people, the more calls I was making. And once I started tracking it every day, I understood that this leads to this. And I started taking it more seriously. And I started, funnily enough, this might be a little bit more confusing, but I started doing more of these that helps me to improve this number that I'm tracking every day. And therefore, guess what? When I started tracking it and trying to improve that number, I started doing the shit that helps me to improve that number of having more conversation, more booked calls every day. And through that, we went from 10K a month to about 30 to 50K a month, I think in 3 months, right? Last year. Maybe 2.5 months, I don't remember exactly. But that was one of the main things that helped. Right? So if you can just do one tactical thing from now on, just track the amount of conversations. So if you had 1 call booked, so you talk to 1 person, and you also actively talk to 5 people in school DMs, in your free community, per community, anywhere else, or in your Instagram DMs, then let's say it was 5 DMs and 1 call, then you just put 6. That was 6 conversations. By the way, if you DM someone and they ignore you, that's not a conversation. Conversation is when there's 2 ways. This is important. Right? So it needs to be 2 ways. Like if you went and messaged 100 people that ignored you, say, oh, 100, like irrelevant. People that talk to you. So these are people that are interested. So if it means that you need to talk, like message 10 people or book 5 calls, so just 1 of them shows up, then that's just 1 conversation. If you need to DM 20 people to have 2 both ways conversations, that's what you need, right? So you are tracking the active, that's what the conversation, to make it more clear, is both ways. And you can count it in both the DMs and calls too. Call is a more quality conversation, right? So you would rather have like 1 call with your ideal avatar on Zoom or via phone than 3 DMs, for example, right? That's maybe a general ratio. Of course, it varies, but that's like a little bit more valuable. But still, conversations are the key, because from DMs, you can get people to book calls with you. From DMs, you can sell them something directly. From DMs, you can send people to your VSL, etc., etc. All right, so that's how you guys do that, right? How do you find our dream customers to have conversations with? Then is you advertise, right? So right now we are going to talk about that. So Charlie Morgan moment right now. Okay, so let's see if there's any other. Harut, so you suggest you're doing more cold outreach DMing? No, David, here's the thing. Whatever will get you the most quality conversations right now, that's what you need to do. So for a lot of you, it's not called DMs. It's just, maybe you already have a free school community. And it's, how many of you have a free school community? Can you please put yes, guys, and no if you don't have it? So I can see the ratio. Maybe most of you don't have it, so I can, no. Okay, so most of you don't. So that's important. Cool. So no, like it doesn't have to be the cold DM at all. In fact, my favorite way is through content. So you get inbound conversations. So I would rather, guys, have you to post content on YouTube, on Instagram, on school communities, add value, and people learn about you and DM you and book calls with you, then you go and chase them. But here's the thing. If you do this for 2 hours a day and you still waste 5 hours, go and spend that 5 hours doing cold outreach too. The more quality conversations you will have right now with your ideal avatar, the faster you will make the money, right? So for the question of how do you get the ideal avatars to talk to you, you make content. So you make content for your ideal avatar. So if your ideal avatar is Christian men that want to quit porn, then you make content about that. So if you do that and you improve your content every day, guess what? More people will watch that video. 95-year-old women aren't going to watch about how Christian men quit porn, that video. So it kind of self-selects. When you make that content, that people find you if your content is good enough and you stay consistent. Another way is on school. So if you're in school, you notice that some guy that you already know needs help with this, and you already have a relationship, so it's not weird for you to message him. Boom, message him, right? It's a conversation. So that's one way that you can do that. So no, I don't recommend cold outreach. I recommend cold outreach only when you exhausted all the ways of content and warm outreach and all this stuff, which most of you wouldn't be doing it. But the point I'm making is, guys, at this stage, you just need to do whatever it takes to make money. You cannot afford being cute. You cannot afford saying, oh, I don't do cold outreach. Why? What do you do then? Okay, fair. If you spend 8 hours or 4 hours or all of your time that you had for work for actually making the best content possible or doing the warm outreach, fair enough. But if you spend 2 hours and you spend 4 other hours on some other shit that doesn't help you, right? I don't know, reading books on productivity or the shit that doesn't help you. Right now, you need to have conversations. If you have the product, the more people you will talk to, the more money you will make, right? So if you waste your time, then something, if you have noticed, Hamza talked about it, right? At the end of the 1K roadmap. If you have watched that video, guys, what he said is, if you don't spend all of your time focused on making the content better, go and advertise into other platforms too, right? If you waste, if let's say you make YouTube videos and let's say you make 3 videos a week, if you still have free time and you are not spending it at that extra time to make your YouTube videos better, it's still better to go and post that YouTube videos in school communities. Go and start Twitter. Go and repost that randomly on Rumble or do shit. Yes, it's not the best strategy. Yes, focus is important. Yes, you don't want to be on 20 different platforms at the same time. Yes, you want to be focused. But it's still better to make some noise somewhere else than to do nothing, than not do it. So the meta, right? The meta strategy, the best strategy would be to allocate all of your brain power and time and effort and resources into one thing, the best freaking YouTube videos possible, and you spend all of your time into that. The best Instagram Reels, the best TikToks, the best whatever is your traffic, however you get traffic. By the way, guys, how do you get traffic? Can you put in the chat? YouTube, Instagram, school communities, put in the chat how you get it. YouTube at IG content. Okay, so for most of you, it's YouTube, IG, TikTok. So most of you is YouTube and IG, right? Mainly YouTube. The hub, okay. So, so YouTube, right? For most of you. So here is an example. If you have, do you guys spend all of your available time of work on making the best YouTube videos possible, or do you still find yourself often wasting time? If you find yourself wasting time, put yes. And then if you only all of it goes to the YouTube and goes there, put no. So yes, if you are still wasting lots of time, and no if you aren't, to make it not confusing. Yes, if you still waste a lot of the time besides YouTube, and no, if you work, it's just YouTube stuff. It's literally all your focus, that's all you are doing. Okay, so for the people that said that you waste more time, here's the priorities. The number one priority is to stop. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I was here to stop and start spending that time more productively. But that's the best way. So if you, let's say you spent 4 hours to make 3 YouTube videos a week, if you could spend 10 hours to make that 3 videos a week way better, you spent twice long the time to actually come up with a video idea that has gone viral on YouTube on a small channel with bad quality. So there's, you know, that basically, let's say as a tactical example, so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's say you are making a YouTube video and it takes you 4 hours. If you are wasting more time, the fastest way for you to make the first 1K would be to grow your YouTube channel so it grows, it gets more views with your right avatar. So that leads people to booking call with you or DMing you on Instagram or school or whatever, where you can have more conversations and you can sell, right? Now, let's say one of the ways that you can do that is you can spend more time on making your YouTube videos better. How you can do that? One of the ways is instead of just saying, oh, what video I'm gonna make, and you just come up with the idea and you make it a video, you can validate the idea first. So you can spend literally 1 hour and go and find YouTube videos on YouTube that went viral in your niche and got a lot of views on a small channel, and preferably when you click on that video, it's shit quality, but it got lots of views, and that indicates you that the bad video on a small branded channel got a bunch of views in your topic. That means that the idea of that video was so good that it kind of carried. Does it make sense, guys? If yes, please put yes in the chat. If no, please no. Like this strategy of how it can be potentially helpful is that instead of you going and just making a YouTube video, one of the ways that you can just spend that extra time instead of procrastinating, binge watching content that won't help you or wasting your time or whatever, do you see how if you could spend that on like doing some like smart things like this can help you get more views, right? Another way is instead of making 3 videos a week, you make 4. Right? Instead of making 2 videos a week, you make 1 video a day and you make it even better quality. Because I guarantee that you can do that. But if you don't do this, and I highly recommend you to do this, but a lot of you aren't going to do this. You still are going to work on YouTube, and if you can, by all means go in on this. But if you find yourself that it takes you just like 20 or 30 or 50% of your work to do the YouTube strategy, you would still rather use the other 50% to advertise other ways. Right? What is advertising? It's letting people know about your stuff. So what point I'm making is once you have your product, the only other thing that you need to focus on, the only thing that you need to track every day to get to 1K is the number of conversations. And to have number of conversations, you need to advertise, you need to market. What is marketing? What is advertising? It is getting people know about your stuff. How do you get people to know about your stuff? You either message them, you either create content, or you run ads. No other ways. You either message someone, it's a friend, it's on school, it's on Instagram. It's either you post content so they can message you, or you post content so they can book a call with you, or you run ads. Most of you aren't going to run ads now. So it's either, if you run ads, just keep doing that, awesome. If it's content, you either need to post more content or you need to DM more people. But posting more content will also get you more people to DM. Posting more content will get you more followers, more subscribers, more leads, more applications, more members, more calls, etc. So it will naturally help you. So it's kind of flywheel, right? Now, we understood this. We are optimizing for conversations because that is in a direct correlation between you and making your first 1K, right? Awesome. Now, to make your first, when we understood this, the only risk that you have, guys, this is probably the last and the most important part of this call. The only risk that you have for not making your first 1K in the next 30 days or faster. For some of it will take longer, and fair enough, that's okay, right? But the only risk is if you don't actually spend enough time on trying to get conversations. So you still understand that you need to do conversations, but you wake up and you go and you DM to people and you make one shitty video in 1 hour and you post it, and you spend the other 7 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, however you have, doing nothing. And learning about how to start an SMM agency or how to advertise on, like, some things that aren't going to help you. Or randomly watching some, I don't know, video about how to focus better. But you don't need to focus better. You know what you need to do. You just need to do that, right? So you just need to go and get more conversations. So that's your only risk. It's you. Bro just called me out. Yeah, it's not only you, it's for most of us, even for me. Like for me, the only the biggest, for all of us, the biggest risk, the biggest thing that can stop us from achieving our goal is not doing the shit that we know we should be doing that will get us our results. So that's the only thing. So if you have joined this call, in the beginning of the call, a lot of you said that you either were a little bit sad or overwhelmed, right? So sadness basically means that you don't know what to do. That's what sadness is. You're hopeless, right? As Hormozy says. And overwhelming is when you have too many options. So you don't know, you're posting YouTube videos, you're in 25 different communities, you're watching these free courses, and you have these 2 offers, and But after this call, hopefully you know what you need to do. You need to come up with your product if you haven't already. One niche, one avatar, one specific problem, talking about the transformation. If you have it already, the only thing that you guys need to do is to advertise, post content, DM people, post content so you have people to DM, so it's the same thing, so you kind of do both, to have as many conversations as possible. So now, for the people that didn't know what to do, that were sad, guess what? You know what to do. For the people that were lost, that didn't know, oh, should I do this, or have my local community, low ticket and upsell, or have this, now you know that it's none of this. You just need to follow on conversations. So no matter what position you were in on the call, you knew what to focus on. Now it got reinforced. You didn't know. No matter what it was, now you know what to do, right? Would you guys agree with me? Do you have no clue what to do? Do you know what to do? Yes or no? Just if you have a general idea or even a specific idea what you need to do right now, put yes in the chat. If you have no freaking idea, you literally don't know, put no. And that's fine to put no if you really have no idea, because maybe we can talk about that. So I can see okay, yes, awesome. So most of you know, right? Just post that YouTube videos. Pause that reels, make more videos, make them better, spend more time on the hooks, on the intro, on the thumbnail, on the title, or learn a little bit more before making the video so it's more valuable, right? You know all of these things that you could do. Now, and more conversations, awesome. So the only risk for you from now on to not achieve it is not doing it. So that's why we talked about the tracking sheet, where you every day track the amount of conversations. You know why? Because it's a measurable thing showing you, are you taking action or not? Does it make sense, guys? If yes, please yes in the chat. If no, put no in the chat. Does it make sense? Why you are tracking, why I recommend you to tag, is because if today you posted content, you did this, but you had 0 conversations, what you need to do? You need to write 0. And the next day you woke up and then you still did a lot of activities, but you had no conversations, you need to put 0. And then the next day, and then after 3 days in a row, you would say, man, why do I have 0 conversations? What's wrong? And you will stop bullshitting yourself, and you will find what's the real constraint, why you are not getting this conversation. Is it that you don't get views? Then that's the only thing you need to do. You need to focus on how to make better videos and more videos to get more views. So anything else that you could be doing is a waste of time. Right? If you notice that when you post 1 video a day, or you spend a little bit more time on posting your YouTube video, or at the days when you post a YouTube video, you have more conversations, you will see that, you will notice that in the tracking sheet, and you will say, oh, nice, I made progress. So next day, let me do more of this, so it will get me to the result. So by tracking this every day, it will increase the chances that you actually take action. Right? But that is the only constraint for people. Right now, for you guys to not make your first 1K, it's literally this simple. You probably now know more in this call that you need to, right? So you have the product, next step conversation. So you either post content. If you have a free school community, people go there and DM you. Or you post content and you directly send people to Calendly, book a call. So it's a YouTube video, in the description it's a Calendly link. Or it's content and you tell people to DM you on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, post a story. Say, hey guys, if you want to grow on YouTube, DM me YouTube. Or post the content, and in the call to action, let me show you. Do I have an example? Say, hey, if you want something, comment video, and people comment video, right? And then you can DM them and tell them, hey, are you struggling with this shit and this shit? It's such, we can help them. So basically, you create content on whatever platform you create on. Most of you is for YouTube. So create more videos and better videos, and just try to focus on conversations. So I would really recommend you guys to have a free school group. For high ticket, it's better. If I were you, I would really for most of you, of course it depends, I would have a free school group. So maybe if you have no clients in your paid group yet, make it free, advertise it in your YouTube videos. It will decrease friction. People will join your free community. There you can actually DM people and help them, and it will be way easier for you to sell them on a 1K thing, right? Or any other way for you can do warm outreach, which is DMing everyone you know and ask if they know someone that you can help. So let's say warm outreach is if you're already in communities with people that you know, or if you already have an Instagram following, or any place where you have people that you can DM, WhatsApp, any other messaging platforms where you can directly contact someone that you know. You reach out to them and say, hey man, I actually started my business and I help people to get fit to the gym. Do you know anyone that that you think could benefit from this? Right? Or who do you know? You can ask, and they might say, oh, actually, I need help with this. So it's a very easy ask to do. So, but that's what you do to get the conversations, right? And now, the general rule to wrap this up, because we have about 5 minutes left, is you want to have this rule, which is the 4 hours of advertising daily, right? So now if you don't spend at least 4 hours of trying to get more conversations with people a day, you won't make 1K, or you will, but it will take you more time. So okay, now you know, okay, I have the product, my goal is conversations with my ideal avatar, so the quality metric is important, right? So I track it every day, but how you're going to get that conversation is by 4 hours of advertising daily. So what is advertising? It is getting people to know about your stuff. So if you just spend 1 hour a day on posting content, spend the extra 3 hours on making better content, or more content on more platforms. Any of these. So that's what you do. But if you every day don't spend, even if it's 2 hours, guys, it's still better than nothing. So if you say, oh, I don't have 4 hours, which most of you do, but if you don't have, 2 hours is better. If you actually spend 2 hours of focused work on every day trying to get conversations, you use your brain, how can I get people to book calls with me? What can I do? Can I make this video better? Can I make my call to action better? Can I do this? You will make money, right? And if you say, oh, that's a lot of work, you need to choose. You either are going to be busy or broke. Right? These are your 2 options. You either stay busy or broke. This is the only 2 ways. So you kind of need to have a trade-off. And if you don't sacrifice for what you want, sorry, I will mute for now. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. So you either advertise and you get leads and you make your first 1K, and then you get yourself on the trajectory to absolutely change your life, because I promise you, once you make that first sell, everything will become 10 times easier, because you will know that you can just repeat the process and do more of that, right? And you will just do it again and again and again, and if you just stay on the path, you will change your life. For some of you, you want to retire your parents. For some of you, you want to travel the world. For some of you, you want to not work at a slave job and you want to have an online income. For some of you, you want to have the freedom. For some of you, you want to help people and have impact in the world and be a purposeful entrepreneur. For some of you, you want just maybe status, which is good, right? Or you want to buy something, buy a car, all these things. All of this shit, all of this is just you 4 hours a day advertising. 4 hours a day, actually. More videos, better videos, more conversations, actually trying to do that. Actually opening your phone and saying, who can I message? Can I message this guy? Oh, I know this guy from that I've talked before. I can message him and see if I can help him. Or I can DM this guy on school. Oh, I have followers on Instagram. Oh, why I'm making just 2 videos a week on YouTube when I have all this time? Let him make 4 videos and 5 videos and make them better. So I have more views, so more people book calls with me. So I have more conversations. You just do this, guys. All of everything that you ever desire is just behind this, right? And anything else that you spend your time on right now is gonna be a waste of time if you want to make money. You don't even have to watch a course. You don't have to watch another course from me, from even Hamza, right? This might be a little bit controversial, but you don't need that. Right now, if you have a product, just go and do this. It will get you the best results. It will give you the fastest results. That's what you need. So just 4 hours. And what's fun about this is that it's not that hard. Like our ancestors, do you imagine how hard it was for even 200-300 years ago, not 1,000 years ago, not thousands of years ago, but even just a couple hundred years ago, or even just 100 years ago, sorry, how much more tough life was, how much more sacrifices our parents, grandparents, ancestors, people needed to make for us to be here and sit there and have internet connection and be in a donor school, and not be able to make some videos. Isn't it crazy? Literally, the grandfather of our grandfather, they were killing other people in wars. And they were like not eating food for 5 days, and then they were going and, I don't know, dying in the street because when there was some disease or something, there is no doctor, there's something, like life was so much, and I even don't understand it. I'm also entitled in some way, because I was born in this age with internet, with computer, all of this stuff. But if we really look at these guys, like there were people that like worked for 20, 30-year-old, some of your parents, right? My parents worked for decades at the job that they hate to provide for their family. And we can't spend not 12 hours. When I was first growing my business a few years ago, the first time when I made my first 10K a month, I was working 16 hours a day. There were days that I was waking up, going to the computer, sitting down, and it was 8 a.m. and it was like I was finishing off at 10 p.m. and the only breaks was bathroom. I wasn't even eating. That's how crazy I was. And you can spend a couple of hours a day, right? And a lot of you are already spending a couple of hours, which is awesome. So keep doing that. But if you aren't, don't be surprised that you are not making your first 1K, right? But if we look at this positively, which I want you to look at, you have all it takes. You are here, you join this call. You are already at the top 1% of Adonis School. Why? Like there are 1,000 something students. Why there are only 50 people in this call? You are already at the top. You and everyone that would be rewatching this, you are already on the right track. So please, for the love of God, for your future, it's not as hard. Go and do shit every day. Track how many hours of you are actually trying to market your thing, your transformation. That's it. Now, there's two people that we will have. The first person, a little bit cringe meme for you. It will be the person that will take no action after this. And this will be the person that will get no results, right? So they will watch this and they will learn what to do, and they will understand that they need to make more YouTube videos, better YouTube videos, have conversations, DM people, and do shit that actually gets people to know about their stuff and optimize for that, and just do everything they can do every day for as many hours as possible to talk to as many qualified people as possible. And if they don't have these people, find these people, right? This person will win. And the second, the person that will do this, and the person that will do nothing after this call, they will forget, you will go and watch another video, you will wait, you will say, oh, maybe it's not my passion, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't help this, maybe I don't, why I should make content, or you will lose, right? So my simple question is, and I'm going to remember all of the names of the people that type in the chat. We will have the recording, so if I'm able to do that, I'm going to look at all the names and see if you are guys telling the truth or not. Which person are you going to be? The person number one that is going to take no action and just be stuck in the same place for the rest of their life and join another call with another coach or watch another video and make no progress? Or are you going to be the person number two that will take massive action? And you are going to just go there and promise that every day you are going to track how many people you talk to, and you're going to book calls and DM people and make them offers. And tell them that you can help them to make the transformation. And once they believe you, and trust me, if you talk to 100 people, at least one person will believe you, you just say, hey, here's the place to pay, right? School about page, school one-time purchase, PayPal, Venmo, bank transfer, cash, whatever you get, Bitcoin. Anyway, you send them a link after you had enough conversations, and there will be someone that will say, yes, I want your transformation. I am fat, I want to get fit. I am struggle with porn addiction, I want to overcome it, right? I struggle with procrastination because I cannot, and that's why I cannot start training for a marathon, or I cannot start uploading YouTube videos, right? Or I'm too shy on camera, I want to overcome this. Whatever it is, I want that transformation. And you say, cool, here's the link, they pay you, and you make money. Right? And the technical question, I see a lot of tools in the chat, guys, so I appreciate that. And I'm recording my screen, so probably we'll have all of these names saved, and we will see in the future if you guys did it or not. But if you have any other excuses of how much I'm gonna charge, doesn't matter. Make it up. Oh, I helped you with porn addiction. How much is it? 1K. Boom. You send it. Okay. Or it's 2K. Or it's doesn't irrelevant. Anything else? How much you're going to charge? Is it PayPal or school? Should you first ask them if they want to join and then send the link? Should you send them a link on the call, or you can also do it in the chat? Nothing matters, guys. Just if you talk to enough people, and let's have a benchmark. 100 qualified people. If you talk to 100 qualified people, your life will change. 100, and it's not as much, guys. It's literally 3 people a day for the next 30 days. That responds to you. So if you message 100 people and you got ignored, that's not 100 people that were interested if you talk to them. Both DMs and calls, both count. Calls are better, but both count, right? 120 can be in school DMs, 30 in WhatsApp, 20 on your IG DMs, or all of them can be calls that you booked from your YouTube videos. No matter what it is, 100 calls. If you just focus on that and so you ignore everything else, if you just focus on 100 conversations, right, with your right avatar, you will make your first sell. And after that first sell, and probably for a lot of you, it's going to be after just 20 conversations, 10 conversations, 30, 50, right? But focus on 100 so you don't get discouraged. And I promise your life will change, guys. That's it. So, awesome. That was pretty much it, guys. Now we will do a short Q&A and we will wrap this up. So, any questions, please put in the chat and we will go over them. Any important questions about this? That is important. So, go ahead. And if you don't have questions but you want to give feedback, guys, please rank this call from 1 to 10. From 0 to 10. So 0 is it was bullshit. It was like the worst waste of your time in your life. And 10, it was very good. Now you have a clarity what to do. You think it's going to help you to get to the results. All of this shit. So be honest, please. If it's 1, say 1. If it's 0, say 0. If it's 9, say 9. If it's 5, say 5. If it's 2, say 2. If it's 10, say 2. Be honest. So we can take this feedback because that's really important. 11, 100, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Appreciate it, guys. Hopefully it is your honest 9. Awesome. Hopefully it was your on 10. Honest opinion, guys. I appreciate the feedback. Okay, now back to the Q&A, and we will be wrapping this up soon. So let's go, man. Okay, bros, will we see you in the future? I feel you can bring a ton of value to us right now. Thank you so much for the feedback. It depends on you guys, on your activity, how much you would like to do that. So if you would like to, you can post in the school, say, hey, you can tag me, how to help me or what I helped you with, and maybe you can say that you want to see more of me, and we can discuss that for sure, right? I'm doing this for free, and if you guys want it, I'm going to continue doing this for free, so you can tag me, Hamza, Danish, if you want this, and if they want it, if I can do it, if you guys want it, then of course, we will make it work. So, yeah, you can just post in the school, and I'll give your feedback. So put the link in the Calendly instead of school. Both. Omar, both. Why can't you have both? So you have your Calendly link and school, for example, right? But you need to understand why you are putting your school link. So like what your school link is about. If you have a school, if in your school you have an about page where you have a video and people watch a video and there you tell them to book a call with you, then you can just have the school community about page because people go and like watch a video and book a call. If you have your school community just as a way to pay, but when people go there is no video and nothing, have your link, right? So just use common sense here. Like basically what's the easiest way for people to get in contact with you? That's what you should have. If you have a free community, you have free community and Calendly link, right? If you in your school about page, you encourage people to book a call anyway, and that's the main goal, just put it there. And in your videos or in your content, say, hey, this is what you do. And by the way, guys, there's so many things that we can also discuss that, like how you need to improve your YouTube videos, right? So you can get way more views to do this. All of this stuff would be helpful, right? That you can implement. But right now, if you just focus on like conversation, if you optimize for that, that will help you more. Because if you just optimize for more views, it won't make sense, right? Recently, we had a client that got 2,500 views and he made $36,000 from that one video. He got 2,500 views, guys. And he made more than $36,000. So for me, to quickly show you, so you can see it's not bullshit. Let me quickly show it to you. And you can put your questions right now. I'm going to answer most of them. Niklas Pedem. So this video that we uploaded, oh, it's already 3,600 views, so it got 1,000 more views, which is awesome. But back then, when it had even only 2,500 views, which is not bad, he made $36,000. So he made a sale, guys, of high ticket of $36,000. So someone watched this video, booked a call with him. He made an offer that was crazy transformation, gave credibility, made $36,000, and he has been doing it over and over and over again a lot of the time. So why I'm saying this is, if you just focus on views, you might make, as Hamza says, just no 5 videos, and it doesn't make sense. But if you focus on the conversations, obviously you will make videos that subconsciously will start making videos that will get you more conversations. Does it make sense? That's why I'm still telling you to focus on this. Because if you just get views, it won't necessarily lead you to conversations. But when you want to get conversations, yes, one of the best ways is to get more views. So then you will make sure that you do it in the right way. So it's not just views, but views that get you conversations. Awesome. The next question, how directly, okay, I answered this. Should I use my YouTube channel to make Insta Reels? Toby, if you can spend more time on making better and more YouTube videos, I would do that first. And when you do that and you still have extra time, only then I would start advertising other ways, which is clipping your YouTube videos, posting on IG or something else. But if you are posting on YouTube and you know that you can obviously make it better, spend more time, spend more time on the ideas, the titles, the thumbnails, the hooks, prepare for the video better so you are more concise, right? Make more videos. If you know you can do all of these things, which I think you can do, most of us can, then you need to first do this, and after that, if you still have more enough time left, which is still going to be the case for most of you, then yes, you can use your YouTube content to make Insta Reels or any ways to get people know about your stuff. So the more noise you make, the faster you will find signal. Okay, 10, extremely good. Awesome, guys. I appreciate your feedback. What would you recommend for the people here who make YouTube videos to make the videos even better, like speaking skills, etc.? I think Hamza's course is really good. So if you just actually implement things from Hamza, that's all you need. So if I've looked into your channel, I could give you like more specific advice that would be more helpful, but I'm afraid we won't be able to do this now. But maybe you can post in school and tag me. If I have time, I can get back to you for you specifically. I can't promise that, but maybe you can try. But just implement stuff from Hamza. Like that's my thing, I would say, because his stuff is really good. What would you, okay. So basically, post daily, calendar everywhere, more content, better content. Exactly. And if you make more and better content and you still have extra time, if there's any other ways, uses that you can get people to know about your stuff, use it. If you can DM people that you know, if you can the more quality and focused time you will spend on getting people to know about your stuff, the faster progress you will make. So, but yeah, first priority is more content and better content. But why I'm saying this, guys, is because a lot of the people are making content, but it still takes them like 2 hours, and they still have extra 5 hours, and they still procrastinate for that 5 hours. So maybe it would be better for that 5 hours to go and comment or like other people's cool posts. Like, let's say you help people to overcome porn addiction. So you could join porn addiction school communities and just go and like people's posts in school. And people will notice it, will get a notification. Some of them will click on your profile, will see in your little bio that you helped them, and they will see, oh, they can book a call with you. Some of them will book a call with you. Is it the best strategy? No. But you would rather do that than spend your time anywhere, any way other than content. So my main point is, yes, focus on content. Do everything you can to make more content and better content. But if for some reason you still have more time, that you are wasting, still doing anything that will get people to know about your shit and book calls with you and talk to you and DM you, it's gonna be helpful. Are you tracking convos with people you have already turned up clients, or is it just okay if you turn calls with people that are already customers? Oh no, why would you track someone that paid you already? So it doesn't make sense. Like, if you want to get more clients, that's what you track. Like, you don't track conversation of someone that already paid. So client is someone that already paid you. Prospect is someone that didn't pay you yet and they are interested. So you only count the conversations with prospects, with the leads, with people that haven't paid you yet. That's what you count it for. Okay. I have a VSL to school about, and in the description I have calendar link. If they want to ask me something, should I change that focus on the sales calls and remove the VSL? If your VSL encourages people to book a call, you can still have that. So you can have your school, but in your YouTube video, you make it clear. You say, hey, click on the video description, and you will watch a quick video to learn how I can help you. So then people can go to your school about page, watch your school about page, but then your school about page video must entire goal of that should be to encourage people to book a call. So the only way that it makes sense for you to do that, instead of sending people directly from YouTube to Calendly, is when your school about page is designed specifically to give proof and encouragement and scarcity and urgency to have people book calls with you, because it will increase conversion. But so if you have some random school about page with no video that encourages people to book a call, have Calendly link directly. If you have a school about page, then you can have the school link in the description. Okay, during this call, I already made 2 posts to community for conversations. Amazing. That's what you want. Any way that you can do to have conversations, as soon as possible, you need to do that. So well done, Yannick. Okay, won't free school community bring in low quality leads? No, because you are going to approve or deny the people in the school community, right? So if you have a free community and you make it private, you don't accept everyone. So you can have qualified questions in your school about page, in your school settings when you open your community, and you can say, hey, why do you want to join community? And just from the answers of the people, you will filter bad quality people and good quality people. So by letting people in, like I've had free communities where inside there were people making millions of dollars a year, right? And they joined the free community. So if they can join, it's definitely not a low quality. So it's like, just make it private, and if you make content to the quality people, then they are going to join the community, and you won't accept the people that aren't high quality. Okay, so just to make sure that this call won't be forever, guys, I will just answer the questions till 18:45. So if you want more of this, if you post it during school, maybe we can make this work. Maybe we will do another call so I can make sure that I answer all the questions. But for my time, basically, it's right now 6 p.m. and 45. So anything, Jesus, right now, like put a emoji in the chat. After that, I won't answer any questions. So I'm going to quickly go over everything till there, if that's fine. Okay, so my niche revolves around health, and the majority of my video is edited animations and diagrams. That's kind of my skill, but it takes ages to edit scripts. Should I focus on something different? Like many videos that we just talking and trying to explain like it works. Yes, I would try it, Paul, 100%. Like people don't care about your editing. People care about health, getting healthy. So if you can make more and better videos as a result of saving time on editing, that's something that I would at least test. So if I were you, Paul, I would make 10 videos where you spend less time on editing and you spend more time on making the video more valuable, more educational, making more videos, and making them objectively better. I would test it for 10 videos. And if you see the results improve, I would keep doing this. But the short answer would be, it's worth testing for sure. Because we have tried it for a lot of people I've worked with, and it worked. My clients are a bit younger, so you don't have a lot of money. Would you suggest marketing to their parents? When I was 18, Jakey, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, when I was 18, I paid someone $36,000. And that was all my money I had that I made myself. So if you think that young people don't have money, that's wrong. It's just that most of them don't. But when you sell high ticket, you're okay with that. So if you help people to avoid porn addiction, again, this is a simple example. Just because Hamza is using it, I'm using it to make it simple. But even in this example, yes, 100 people won't be able to afford it, but 1 out of these 100 is a rich kid that still struggles with porn addiction that can pay you freaking 10 grand if it would help him. So for sure he can pay you 1 grand. So are 30-plus-year-old people usually wealthier than very young people? Yes, but it's not an excuse. So I would say that unless you're like saying, hey, I only work with people like younger than 18 years old, until you are saying something like this, you are going to be fine. So don't worry about this. So with enough work, with enough smart positioning, like make videos for rich kids that struggle with, I don't know, your thing or whatever. There are ways that you can use it to increase your chances of getting high ticket clients. But what I can promise you is if you spend 4 hours a day for the next 30 days, every day, and you try to focus, you will get at least a couple of people that pay you at least $1,000 or more, even 5,000. I can promise you that. Yeah, age doesn't have to. If more people that are younger are more broke, doesn't mean that there aren't rich young people. So target those people. It's kind of like saying, oh, there are a lot of fat people, so I won't go to the gym. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't have money, but there are also people that do have money. So when you see, oh, this person doesn't have money, ignore, right? And until you have talked to 100 people, it doesn't make sense. So for high ticket, by the way, guys, you need to expect that most people won't be qualified. Like 90% of your conversations are going to lead to nowhere. But that's the benefit of that you only few people will pay you lots of money, but that's the people that you want to work with in the first place. So that's entirely okay. That's the way to do it. Would you add specific questions that people need to answer before booking a call? Yes, exactly. So a couple of questions is, what's their goal? So what do they want to accomplish? Number 2 question is, they need to write down why they want to book the call. And another question is, what's the thing that they are struggling the most with at the moment, or what's their biggest pain, right? What's their biggest problem? Why they can't achieve their goal? You can formulate the question any way you want, but you want them to write down why they are booking the call, like why they have pain. Because through that process, you will see someone says, hey, I don't have a problem, or I just want to learn, okay, this person probably isn't a good fit, or this person is a better fit. So having questions like this that remind them about their goals and their problems would be helpful. And one more thing, if you get too many calls, if you don't get too many calls, don't worry about this. If you do get too many calls, then you can also ask a question saying, hey, how serious are you about this call from 1 to 10? Or you can add it anyway. And people will type like 1 or 10, or basically you ask from 1 to 10, how urgent is this call? How much you need to book this call? And from there you will say, okay, if someone says 9 or 10, this is a better prospect. If someone says 2, okay, maybe before the call it's better for you to reach out to him and say why, and send him a video or talk to him to warm him up a little bit, so on the call it can be better. Fair enough, just school link then, yeah. For you, David, maybe. If in the about page you encourage people to book a call, yeah. Is my niche specific enough? I help young men improve their confidence so they can dominate social situations. If you still advertise this for 4 hours a day, you will make money, but you can still make it a little bit more specific. So, why someone wants to dominate social situations? Like, I don't usually wake up and say, I want to dominate the social situation. So it's still not a transformation, I think. A transformation would be what's the end result of dominating social situation? How to become respected. Maybe this is an end goal, and to become respected, maybe you need to help others to become leaders, and to become a leader, they need to learn all the skills, which is confidence and dominant skills, because you need to talk about the benefit of the benefit, right? What's the benefit of dominating social situations? Come up with a couple of those, and you can market it. I think it would be better. Like, what's the benefit of dominating social situation? As a kid, I literally wanted to dominate. Yeah, as I said, it will still work, but still, I would go a little bit deeper if I were you. Is my niche too broad? What can I do to improve it? My niche, I help high-performing athletes to have better energy levels so they can train harder. Why do they train harder? So you need to understand that. You need to, hey, do you want to train harder? No, I don't want to train harder. I don't want. So if I were you, I would just think, you can go even to ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my niche. Why would someone want to do this? What's going to be the end result? And you get something like a better benefit, and you market that. Hey, do you want to win trophies? For that, I will help you to work harder, blah, blah, blah. But no one wants to work harder. Most people want to, if they're a high-performing athlete, let's say maybe they want to win a competition. So now your offer becomes you help people to win a competition or whatever, another thing, I don't know, whatever they want, and this is your way, not the goal. I think this is a theme for a lot of you guys. Ask yourself, what's the benefit of the benefit? So this is the benefit of your offer. Go deeper. What's the benefit of the benefit? Oh, I help people get YouTube views. No. What's that benefit? So they can make 10K a month. Then you help people make 10K a month online, for example. If you don't make 10K a month, don't teach others to make 10K a month, please. But just for the sake of example, if you are making 10K a month with YouTube, you don't sell, hey, make 10K a month, I will help you get more views. You say, hey, do you want to make 10K a month to become financially free? And then I will help you how to go blow up your YouTube channel so you can make this money. So you see, YouTube views is a benefit, but the benefit of the benefit is money. But the benefit of the money is freedom. So the more deeper you go, usually the better positions you have to market the product. What about carnivore coaching? What help young men to get on carnivore, but help to get young men on carnivore to productive? Exactly, Nikita, I love it. And can it be worth even 10K eventually? You mean, can you sell it for 10K? Sure, right? So I think if you haven't sold high ticket, I would start with 1, 2, 3, 5K offers, and then I would make a 10K offer, but you can still send 10K. If you're really confident, you can go with that too. But yeah, it's easier to start with 2, 3, 5K offers. And if you see it's someone that needs more help, more support, you can sell them a 10K thing or try to do that as well. But absolutely, I love it. You don't help men to get on carnivore. You help them to achieve some result, and this is your vehicle to get there. So in your case, hey, are you an entrepreneur and do you feel unfocused and can't you get shit done, right? Do you know what's the problem? Diet, right? It's because your brain, blah, 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 and then you basically sell them how getting on carnivore will help them. In your experience, are people more likely to buy the product with the crypto payment or without the crypto payment? For me, most people bought without crypto. So like 99.9% of the sales of me was not crypto because my offer had nothing to do with crypto. So most people nowadays have credit cards, bank cards, debit cards, bank transfer, PayPal, Wise, like school, like so many ways that they can pay. So if they ask you, that's the last option. Yeah, accept it, but most of the time it's not a problem. Do I need the calendar link if my product will be $199 to $499 a month? Yes, of course. You need if you jump on a call, Tomek, you are more likely to sell them something, but I wouldn't sell a $200 a month thing. I would sell them a $3,000 a year thing, if I were you. That's how Samuel, I've done one call with him, he basically made 10K in less than a week. Was because he stopped selling $500 a month thing and he just instead said, hey, do you want to work with me for a year and you get these extra things? Then it's just 4K, right? And then he got fewer clients that people paid more upfront and he made more money. But this can also work, Tomek. But yeah, do whatever you want, but calls will help you. Was it one client, the 36K? Yes. 10 out of 10 callmen love the discussion and value brought. I'm aiming to do habit and accountability coaching for men in their 20s like myself and make content about picking up good habits and quitting bad habits. Does this seem too general vague or is it so demographic niche? It's a little bit too general, even a little bit too general. So I would make it, and again, what's the benefit of coming up with good habits? What are they trying to accomplish? Right? Are you helping young men to start making money online and they can't do it because they have bad habits? And that's why you help them to get good habits so they can achieve a result. That will be a little bit better theme, right? Tomorrow, Hamza will release a 100K roadmap. Nice. That's awesome. Dang, I sure I've got around 3K views in the last few weeks. Something missing. Yeah, problem is in the market. I send more authentic style. Okay, I help weak, fat Thai men lose fat, gain muscle and strength. I'm not sure if should I go with relationship or health niche and result get it strong, lean, or get girl and confident. Fame, just pick. Which person can you add more value to? Which person do you think you can add more value to? Don't say both. One or two. Which person can you help more? Like, if you didn't help that person, someone was gonna kill you. Which one would you pick? Like, would you pick someone to get them to get lean or get them a girl? Like, if there's two guys. This one wants to get a girl, this one wants to get lean in 60 days. Which person will you get faster results for? Pick that one. And just stick with it. Both will work. Both will work. You just need to pick. I have an abundant theme page with around 200 followers. Can I use it for leads and even if and only remotely rated? Yeah, I mean, you can try it. Just message people, but probably no one will convert. But if you made content, posted YouTube videos, and you have nothing else to do, which is very rarely the case, yeah, it's still better than nothing. Damn, some people, maybe 1% is interested, right? Not the best strategy, but still probably nothing better than nothing. Okay, last question, and we will be finishing this off. Okay, limiting beliefs just destroyed. Awesome. Is my niche specific enough? Help young men. This is the last question, guys. Is my niche specific enough? I help young men improve their confidence so they can dominate social situation. I would go deeper, Alex. Why they dominate social situations? So go to ChatGPT, chat.openai.com, ask, hey ChatGPT, I want to help men to dominate social situations. What are the 50 benefits of dominating a social situations? ChatGPT will give you so many ideas, and then you will see, oh, this. Go market that, go market that transformation, and teach them that dominating social situations will help them to get to that end result and to that benefits. So will you still succeed? Do you dominate social situations? If you go lean, work hard, never quit, yes. But you will succeed faster if you have other benefits. And then you market those. And you still can talk about dominant social situation. But again, benefit of the benefit will help you more. Awesome. Thank you everyone that joined. Yaroslav, Yannick, Tomek, Saumya, Santos, another Santos Antunes, Rick, Paul, Omar, Nikita, Luca, Christian, Koa, Kapper, Yoyo or Jojo, Jesus, Jakey, Fame, Ayub, Ivan, Emmanuel, Elia, David, Danish, Ashraf. Thank you guys. I hope this call was valuable. I appreciate your warm welcome and feedback. Don't forget, if you don't have a product, work on this. One specific niche, one specific avatar. Focus on transformation, benefit of the benefit. And number 2, start advertising. Every day, 4 hours a day, and track how many conversations you have. If you just do this, if you just focus on conversations every day, and you just optimize for this, how can I have as many conversations as possible with my ideal avatar? I promise you will make money. The only way if you don't is you just don't do this, or you stop doing it after a couple of days. So please keep on this, and I can't wait to see your wins this month or the next couple of weeks or months in the community. Thanks again. If you want more of this, feel free to post in the community so we can potentially do more. If Hamza, Danish, you, and me would like to do that, then we will do it. And if not, I will see you soon. That's it, guys. Appreciate everyone that joined, and let's get it. Cheers. Looking forward to see your wins soon in school. Alright, I hope this call was valuable for you. If it was, please let me know in the comments. Let me know your feedback if you would like to see more videos like this or not. And my only ask for this is that if this helped you, if you have a friend that you can share this with, because I share this for free, and my really only goal is for you to take action and get results. If you can share this video, if it was helpful for you, with a friend on your Instagram, to anyone, right, from that you think that can get value from this, please do so. Let's share this feedback, share this value with everyone else, so hopefully more people can take action and make their dreams reality. That's it. Appreciate you, and let me know your feedback in the comments. Cheers.